Hey guys, it's Jamie. So sorry about this angle. I feel like it's so bad. But the lighting is not great right now because it's like, how late is it? 8:21. Late. I go to bed at like 9, so I'm ready for bed. I wanted to film a video right now. Number one, because I'm alone in the house. Well, Mach is here and you might hear her panting because I just had her outside for like 30 minutes with her little dog friend, so she was like going crazy. But number two, because I'm alone as usual and I like to film my stuff when I'm alone. And then the third reason is I just feel like I haven't had a chance to like be super candid with anyone on like my feelings on this situation. So this video is going to be about a friend of mine. I don't feel the need to say her name out loud at all because anyone close to me like will know who I'm talking about. If anyone close to me watches my videos, you can tell I'm like nervous. But I had a friend of mine pass away in February, so it's been about 6 months from suicide, and I feel like about to cry. I feel like I like haven't had a chance to like put it out there how hurt I am. I feel like I've talked to like some people about it, but just not I don't want to cry, but just not like to speak freely on it because that's just the type of person that I am. Is like I try to like internalize everything, and this is just really like a hard thing that I'm going through right now. And me like crying. And like losing this friend was seriously like such a huge loss to me. And I don't know, I just feel like you don't know like where to go from here. And honestly, like I've lost people in my life before. Like I lost my dad when I was young, and I've lost like grandparents and stuff. But something about it being like a friend is so different, and someone who is like really young as well. She was only 25, I think, 24 or 25. I can't even remember, 24 or 25, so just really young, and like it just really puts life into perspective for you. And obviously like when you're dealing with a suicide, you have a lot of like regret. Of course, anytime you're dealing with a death, you have a lot of regret. Like, did I do everything that I could have? Did I say everything that I should have? And I feel like with this person, I failed her as a friend. I feel like that's a natural feeling, and everyone tells you like you don't need to feel that way. You don't need to feel that way when someone like passes away from suicide. Of course, it's never your fault, but I feel like you still feel like a sense of guilt when you lose a close friend. Like, how could I have not seen this? Like, how could I have not been there for her? And she had actually like reached out to me a couple days before this happened just by like commenting on one of my posts, and was like, you look so beautiful like in the third picture. And that's like the last thing that I ever really got from her, which is like I guess a good way to like leave off. Like that was really sweet of her to do, knowing like that she was gonna, I don't know, I guess end her life in a couple days. Like I'm glad that those are like my last thoughts of her and not like bad thoughts. But I don't know, I'm just like really going through it right now. And I've just been like thinking about it a lot too. So when I initially found out, of course I was like in denial and I did not believe that this was true. I asked my friend who had told me, like, are you joking with me? Are you guys like messing around with me? And of course she wasn't. No one would do that, but you just like can't even perceive that. And I just feel like now I'm kind of like hitting that stage of grief where I'm like just thinking about it a lot and really like, I don't know, hurt by it. Another thing too is like her birthday is something that I keep seeing over and over again. So it was on December 4th, and my boyfriend bought like this bottle of liquor, and I was like looking at the bottle or whatever, like not even like inspecting it, just like looking in our liquor cabinet, and I saw the date that it was bottled was December 4th, and this was like maybe a month ago that I saw that. And then today I just met this dog in my building, and I was like, oh, how old is she, like asking questions. She's a puppy, like she's a smaller dog. And he was like, oh, she was born on December 4th. So it's so strange to me, like I keep getting these signs that are like making me think of my friend, and I feel like that's almost like a sign from the universe, like that this person is reaching out to me. I don't know if that's the right word, but like sending me a signal to, I don't know, think about her, maybe like comfort me in some way. So I'm trying to like take comfort in that too. But yeah, it's just been really, really hard. I don't know like who watching this has experienced something like this. Like if you guys have any advice for me on how I can like handle this grief. I just feel like suicide is so different from like someone like passing away because of a health reason. Like it's just really challenging for me to like cope with, and I've never coped with something like this before. And yeah, so I don't know. Losing a friend like this has changed my life like forever from that moment on. And honestly, like it's changed me for the better. I have like learned that life is so precious, and you may not like realize, I knew this before, but like you don't really know what's going on with someone, and you could be like that person that makes someone feel like life is worth living. And that's like who I want to be going forward, is I want to make people feel like life is worth living and being here. And I want to be a better friend to my friends and like reach out and see how people are doing, and like checking on them. And my other friend who was like impacted by this too, because we were both really close to her. I've known this other friend since kindergarten. So like Matcha, my dog's like eating the trash. For us to be going through this together is just like crazy. And, you know, like we text every once in a while, but we don't talk as often as I feel like maybe we should. And I don't know, this has just changed me forever. Like I've been like really thinking about life and like what I want to do, and setting like goals for myself, like positive goals. Like I want to go on a hike every weekend that I'm off and available from work to go on a hike. And I've been playing around with the idea of like getting sober and like not drinking anymore, just to like have clarity and like have control over my emotions and over my life. And I want to like live life to its fullest from, you know, I think everyone wants that, but not no one, I'm like all over the place. I feel like everyone wants that, but not everyone has the discipline to like really live life to its fullest and take that and like put yourself first and focus on yourself, but also focus on others and care about them. And sometimes I feel like it's really challenging to do that, to be there for everyone, to be there for all of your friends, and finding that balance of like valuing yourself and your emotions, but also putting other people before yourself. It's just like a balance. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all, but I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and say, like, if there's anyone that's watching this who is going through this, like, I would love to reach out to you and like chat with you. If there's anyone who's watching this, like planning on like, I don't know, harming yourself, like I'm telling you that the people who love you and you may not feel like they love you are going to miss you when you're gone. And that makes me like so sad to think that my friend thought like I wasn't gonna miss her, or that, you know, maybe that's not even a thought in your mind. I don't know. I've never like done that or like been in that mindset, but the fact that she felt like the world would be a better place without her is like really hard for me to fathom right now. I'm like in and out of crying because I keep seeing myself crying and I'm like, oh God. But I just want anyone to know, like, oh my gosh, if you're one of like my people who have subscribed to my channel, if you're a friend watching this, if you're a stranger watching this, like whoever you are, if you ever need anything from me as a friend, please reach out to me. I will be there for you, and I want to be like a better person overall. So yeah, that's just kind of like a random video on my thoughts right now, and where I'm at. And I feel like relieved even just putting that out there and getting my emotions out there. Just looking to get like some comfort from that and get like advice from anyone who has advice to provide on this situation. So thanks for watching. I know that this may not be like the best video, but I just needed to put some of my stuff out there and talk about what I feel like I want to talk about and what I want to put out into the universe. So thanks guys.